David Corson, Saturday, March 22nd, 2025. Oh, it's about a little before 3 o'clock. Just up here at the house, fixing the spilt scents for the last month of our construction project. Sorry, it's a little windy out here. I meant just making sure everything's looking good. And anyway, that's the house. Just doing a little cleanup here. Landscaping next week, the concrete driveway, just looking at stuff. And really, man, hope everybody's having a great day. Last night DU won. Actually, they won their game, so they're playing Western Michigan, who won actually the league title. And it's for all the marbles. They get the auto bid, whoever wins tonight. That game is at 8 p.m. And then the 𝐑𝐄𝐿𝐒 are down in Dallas playing Duke, ranked 7th and 8th. I don't even think the Piles are in the top 20. In any event, they got a chance. They're 4-4. They got to. They can win that game on national television at 8 o'clock. That'd be awesome. And then the Swarm play in Vancouver, so 10:30. So I'm gonna be watching some hockey, lacrosse, and God, it could be a great weekend, man. DU wins the NCHC championship auto bid for the national tourney. 𝐷𝐿𝐒 beats Duke on the road to go 5-4, probably climb back into the standings. And and the Swarm, they keep their winning ways and to make the playoffs. But this is the house. Brought some locks up that we're putting in. Black garage doors when they get done. It's going to be awesome. Put some windows in there. And all in all, just a crazy day. So I'm gonna get my son some sun on my face. So here's what I'm thinking. Saturday afternoon, as we're just kind of putting around here, looking at stuff, and enjoying the vitamin D on my face. Hopefully you got a positive thought, smile on your face, having fun. Got up, had a great breakfast, good morning, awesome afternoon. Going into your Saturday night, and then got all day Sunday left. And then next week, oh my God, I could have landscaping here. I could have a concrete driveway. I mean, everything's coming in here. Oh, flooring's getting delivered. And so, anyway, here's what I'm thinking. My word of the day for Saturday, March 22nd, 2025. That word is interchangeable. Let me repeat that. The word is interchangeable. Why do I like that? Well, that's just the athlete in me. You want to be able to be interchangeable in anything that you do. Because if you know how to do a lot of things, and maybe one thing works and it might not work on a certain thing, but you know another way to do it, you can interchange that thought or that process or the way you're going to get things done. You can interchange that action because you've already done it. You put it up here in your knowledge vault. You can apply that interchangeability, business, personal, athletics, life in general, whatever you're doing. On the athletic field, someone gets hurt and you might have to. You're an attackman, but you're gonna have to go grab the long stick and be a deep hole, to finish the game out and get the W. And that's why I always told my son, always play with know how to play with all the sticks, because you never know when you're going to be called upon. You get in there, like myself. In the old man's league, I can go in the net, I can play deep hole, I can play mini, I can play attack, I can face off, I can do all those things. So I'm not scared to do any of them. Going in the net's dicey because you always get hit where the ball doesn't, where you don't have any padding, and shoot, a goalie doesn't wear that much padding anyway, so you're going to get pelted. So, but interchangeable. It's a really important characteristic to have in whatever you're doing, especially on the athletic field. You might have been a running back the whole time until your rec in high school. You get into college, and the head coach at you go to Alabama or Georgia or one of these big SEC schools, and you think you're going to be a running back, and then it goes, hey, you're going to be a linebacker. No, coach, I've never. Well, that's what you're going to do. That's where we need you. So, but if you're interchangeable, you're able to get it done. Same thing in business, interchangeable. Being an entrepreneur, you got to know how to do everything. I know how to fix my copier. I know how to do web. I know how to market. I know how to, book a trip. I know how to set up a booth. I can do all of those things. And why? Because I'm interchangeable. I've learned how to do everything. And it's just like this house. I'm You know, I've learned how to put up the roof, the columns, the floor. I've learned how to do all this stuff. I can't wait till next week. I'm going to learn how the tile warmers are installed, because I got to do the video for our client and give my testimonial. So, interchangeable in business. Know your product, know your competitor's product. Know everything about, as much as you can, about the market sector. Read, research, watch video, shake hands, send more correspondence than anybody else. And if you do, and you do it consistently day in and day out, be interchangeable. When things don't work, try something else. You're going to see more W than L's on the L's are learning, not losing. Either one of you learn on the scoreboard. Okay. So interchangeability business, very, very, very important. Relationships, you got to be able to interchange yourself, because sometimes you can't be that. You got to be a positive person, flexible, communicative, a listener. You got to do all those things in a relationship, but it's your responsibility to make sure that you have each day is a positive. Even if the day is partly cloudy, it's your opportunity to become interchangeable and make it a partly sunny day or a clear day. But interchangeable is really, really important in relationships. And then sleep. You know, there's times where you have to figure out different ways to go to bed. You know, especially if you got stuff in your mind, or trying to clear, rest. You went out and worked late that evening. Your body's still racing. Interchangeable. It's just a really, really good thing to have your body be able to be interchangeable and still get the REM sleep and the rest that it needs to recharge itself. So that's what I'm thinking here on Saturday afternoon on a beautiful day in North Georgia. Nice breeze, and the house is quiet. I'll tell you, we built that. Now we just got to finish it over the next couple weeks. So with that, take it for what it's worth. It's from the heart. Here, I got my staple gun. From the heart, take it to the bank, put up your knowledge vault, use it whenever you need it. On like a beautiful day today, or if it's raining, tornado, and lightning, hail, whatever. Whenever you need it, that interchangeable. If you can't figure something out, remember interchangeable. You've got that knowledge in you. You just have to use it and know where to look for it. So, in any event, interchangeable. And listen, if you work on being interchangeable every day, every week, every month, for the remainder of the year, all the way to December 31st, and use your phone as your diary, okay? And use your phone as your diary. And write down a couple of sentences every day on how you work becoming interchangeable, or any of the other words I've given you for the first, basically almost 3 months of the year. All right, you can interchange some of the words. If there's another word, change interchangeable with another word that I gave you, earlier, yesterday, or a couple of weeks ago, or in the beginning of the year. As long as you're trying to improve every day, and you're moving forward, blinders on, learning, winning, and being consistent. If you work on one thing for the remainder of the year, all the way to the end of December 31st, you'll have about almost a little over 9 months of data on yourself, and you can look back at any of those days and you'll remember them. Oh yeah, I remember that day. It's crazy, but you will. And it's great ways to see where you were interchangeable, where you could have been more interchangeable, where you didn't really need to be interchangeable. Maybe there was something else you could have done. But if you're consistent and you just write it down every day, I'm telling you, by the end of the year, you're going to be stoked. You'll get addicted. You're going to do it for the remainder of your life. So, listen, I'm just telling you, giving you some, I'm 62, almost 62. I'm around here. And getting ready to finish this house, put my next issue out, go out and do my trek here later before I start watching some sports on a Saturday night in North Georgia. Hey, interchangeable. It's an awesome word. Keeping your verbiage or in your repertoire, and it'll help you get through the day. Swear to God. So I appreciate y'all out there. Be safe, and I will see you tomorrow. Take action. Be interchangeable.